Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning, and this is my son Ben. And today we are celebrating the St. Patrick's Day. Cheers!
Cheers! A little bit of background. What is St. Patrick's Day? On St. Patrick's Day, we celebrate St. Patrick from Ireland. And he is a Christian, a Roman Christian, not inquisitor, how do you call it? Missionary? So he did the mission, he converted the the many gods believers, the Gaelics, and he converted them to the Christian monotheism. And he lived about in the 5th century, about the turn on the 5th century. We don't know when he was born exactly and when he died exactly, but we celebrate his death. And it's actually a feast day, so on St. Patrick's Day, you're allowed to drink and you're allowed to eat and you're allowed to have whiskey, even though you have, usually you do feast. And yeah, but the national holiday...
Some height.
Some height. It's not actually a national holiday everywhere, because we see St. Patrick's Day everywhere. But it's not a national holiday everywhere. It's just a national holiday in Ireland, in North Ireland and South Ireland. So that's a common holiday for them.
South Ireland. It's the Republic of Ireland.
The Republic of Ireland. Yeah. So, and Newfoundland and Labrador in Canada, and Montserrat in the Caribbean. So that's states that have a lot of Irish people there. So a lot of questions around the color green. Why is St. Patrick's Day always so green?
It's the Green Island.
It's the Green Island, but it used to be blue. And then they changed it to green because it fits to Ireland better, and because what do you call it? The leprechauns and the fairies come out on St. Patrick's Day and pinch people, and they can't see green. It's not me. It's the leprechauns and fairies.
And this is an old one. Can't see blue.
And that's why we color our whiskey green, because we don't want the fairies and the leprechauns to drink our whiskey.
So now it's my turn. Just hand me the... this green color,
I don't have enough,
it's
I think.
Incredible green. Let's see. It's incredible green.
Yeah.
And
incredibly green.
This is some color for food, and it contains E102 tartrazine and E133 brilliant blue FCF. And these colors are bad and even worse, and you have to add some anti-health claims. So this can lead to activity and deficiency of concentration for kids. Yeah. So, but everybody knows the river in Chicago, which is completely green, and I looked it a little bit up. It's a chemical substance called fluorescein, and this one is able to color a liter of water with just 0.1 milligrams of substance. So it's incredible. If you have a life vest on a ship and you're going overboard and there's a pattern of 500 grams of fluorescein in it, it can color 400 square meters with green color.
So you can see it from a plane.
It's incredible, yes.
You can probably see it from a satellite.
Yeah. In Chicago, they had leaks in the plumbing system, and so the union of the plumbers today raised the money for all that fluorescein for the river, and in former times they put it into the dump system, and were able to see where it came out, so they could see cracks in the dumping system. So this is the green color, or the history of the green color in Chicago, and today they're doing it just on the 7th of March.
7th of March.
17th of March.
17th of March, yeah, right.
Sorry.
On,
So
on St.
we're
Patrick's Day.
taking this video a little bit ahead, and I've never celebrated St. Patrick's Day.
I've been to a few parades, but I think one was in Singapore, so it was really strange seeing all these Asians being Irish. So, but all this internationalism, it's the most most celebrated national day in the world. It's before the 4th of July and before our national holiday, and nobody knows any national holiday that's greater than St. Patrick's Day. And alone in the US,
I think you upset a few guys here just in the moment.
32 major US cities have official parades, and $4.4 billion are spent just on St. Patrick's Day. That's a lot. And the question is, why all the parades? Why do we have all the parades?
So Americans
love parades,
yeah.
But the parades were actually from the Irish to show patriotism, and they actually wanted to show that a bit of the poverty that's going on in the Irish community. And
in the 1700s.
That was about in the 1700s.
Yeah, and the Irish, they had some severe problem in the 1840s, 1850s. I think they had a population of 6 million then, and the growth of the population was possible due to the potato coming over from the American continent. So the starch and the calories from the potatoes helped to increase population in Ireland, and then the fouling of potatoes appeared suddenly, and the hated British or English did not help with food in the first year, and then in the second. So 2 million Irish people died. 2 million had to leave the country, and 2 million stayed. And today there are 4.5 million Irish again in Ireland, but they never recovered from that loss of people, either due to immigration or to death. So this might be the reason why in the US whiskey is always written with an E in front of the Y, just make us mark not, because all those Irish went to the...
And George Dickel.
And George Dickel?
And George Dickel.
Okay.
Just a few.
Just very few. So the Irish took their,
they got out in all of the world
and took every of their culture with them, and so they spread. And this is the reason why St. Patrick's Day is so prominent all over the world.
Yeah,
it's a sad point why they are all
over the world, but that's why they're all over the world.
So finally, I have to taste it with the green in it.
I think it tastes normal.
Yeah,
it tastes a little. I think there's a little grass note in it.
Irish grass. This one is not that bad. The Black Barrel. Probably you should order a green.
So, but always, if you celebrate St. Patrick's Day and you don't want the leprechauns and fairies to drink all your whiskey, dye it green. So, you got something else?
No.
Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to share this video with your friends, and see you next time.